I went to China for 3 weeks to visit factories making solar panels and batteries. When I review products on this channel, I look at performance and craftsmanship, which are good, but I wanted to see how they're actually made on the factory floor. Before I go further, I want to be clear, none of these visits were sponsored, and I'm not loyal to any of these companies. I reached out and they kindly opened their doors to me. I'll share what I saw at each stop, and later in the video I'll give you my take on China as a manufacturing country. The first stop was a renewable energy expo in Shanghai. I've been to a similar expo in Indonesia last year, but honestly, this one felt a bit small. I made a few short clips there, like the one on the solid-state battery, but nothing groundbreaking. And like most expos, it was hard to get a technical conversation going, because everyone you meet there is in marketing, not engineering. After the expo, I took a train a few hours north to Nantong to visit a solar panel factory. I talked with them through Alibaba before my trip, and unlike many manufacturers, they let me film the entire production process, and I've already posted that full factory tour on my channel. Next, I flew from Shanghai to Shenzhen, the electronics hub of China. Fun fact, Chinese manufacturing isn't scattered randomly. The country has developed regional specializations, entire cities or provinces that focus on a single industry. You'll find clusters for chemicals, household appliances, textiles and toys. Why? Because many suppliers and factories are located in the same place. Sourcing becomes faster, cheaper and more efficient, and Shenzhen is the hub of electronics manufacturing. Most of the batteries you see on Amazon are designed or manufactured right there. My first stop in Shenzhen was Letime. Their team picked me up from my hotel and took me to their downtown offices first. We chatted about their vision and company mindset. Their customer service and engineering was located there as well. Then we drove to the factory. Unfortunately, I wasn't allowed to film inside, but I did get a walkthrough while they were assembling their 12-volt 100 amp-hour mini battery. I saw the assembly line and charge-discharge testing. Their R&D lab was interesting. Heat and cold chambers, vibration tables, drop tests, EMF testing and short-circuit testing. It was a lot to take in, especially with 7 people following me around the whole time. I also got to see their custom BMS boards being tested and assembled. Their company structure felt classic corporate, like you would expect from a Western company. Then I visited Wattcycle, and the vibe was completely different. It was a younger team with a flat structure, just like a startup energy. We sat for hours at the founder's desk drinking tea, talking about cell sourcing and checking out prototypes they're developing. No factory tour this time, and their plant was a few hours outside of the city, and my schedule was tight. But if they invite me back, I would go. Their engineering knowledge was impressive, and the culture felt more open, less corporate. I also stopped by Global Power, a maker of larger batteries. They welcomed me in their factory and let me film everything. It was a smaller factory, but it's growing quickly. When I was there, they were preparing a container shipment to Europe. I posted that full tour on my channel if you want to see how they built their batteries. Finally, I went to the Canton Fair. It's the biggest commercial goods expo in China. You can find anything there, from washing machines to motorcycles and even tractor tires. They also had a renewable energy section. I talked with EcoWorthy, Renergy, Dye and Marstech. But by this point, I was pretty tired, so my visit was brief. Now, my personal take on China. It's not like a Western country, and it has its own set of challenges. But from a technology and infrastructure perspective, it's very impressive. Trains are driving at 300 kilometers per hour and electric scooters are everywhere. In 3 weeks, I only saw a handful of combustion engine cars. Electricity costs 7 cents per kilowatt hour. When energy is that cheap and the infrastructure is that good, you have a great environment for manufacturing. China is moving fast, and if the West wants to stay competitive, it needs to get serious about manufacturing and engineering. Over the next few decades, keeping up will be hard if the gap widens. Overall, the trip was a great experience. I got a clearer view of how these products are actually made and how the company culture shapes their products. If you want me to visit more factories, tell me in the comments which ones you would like to see, and maybe I can make it happen. A big thank you to the companies that took their time to guide me around. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.